Evos Space Adventures, otherwise known as Space Station Silicon Valley, is a platformer released on the PlayStation and Nintendo 64, exclusively in Europe. I will be covering the PlayStation version, which was released on the 15th of June 2000. It was developed by DMA Design, now known as Rockstar North, and was published by Take-Two Interactive. Last week I talked about GTA 1 and 2. This week, from the same group of people, I will talk about this obscure sci-fi platformer. I admit I am probably out of my depth a little here, as I've probably played less than 10 platformers in my life, but this game barely has any digital footprint, which is like catnip to me, and also I'd like to show that there are other games I play other than just racers. So here we are. The basic premise of the game is that a space station full of robotic animals long thought to be lost has reappeared and is now on a collision course with Earth. A man and his robotic dog are sent to investigate. From crash landing into the station, you then go from level to level, swapping between bodies of various other animals in order to traverse various traps, puzzles and enemies. It is a neat idea for a platformer and by far was the most impressive element of Evo for me, but it was not enough to keep me playing on past the third level because I found the levels to be too big and the controls to be very janky for reasons I will get into soon. From what I have played of Evo's Space Adventures, which is not a lot, and from what I've seen on YouTube, what I can say is that if you have played the Nintendo 64 version and want to see how the PS1 port plays, well, the most stark difference will be in its loading times and bad draw distance, common problems amongst late period PS1 games. The PS1 port has gained infamy for how drastically inferior it is to the Nintendo 64 version. Nitro Rad's review was pretty comprehensive, citing its input lag, inconsistent frame rate, and a general sense of the screen vibrating due to the bad camera and graphics. It doesn't look that bad visually from the Nintendo 64, I think, but I can confirm that all of the other manky janky is here, and makes for a game feel of 1996 when Evo was released in the same year as Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Unacceptable. Evo's Space Adventures feels very slow and laggy to the touch. The lack of music is at times creepy, and the gameplay overall frustrating. Having said that, I don't think the game is unplayable, and I got a physical copy in good condition for a song, which always raises my opinion of any title. If you played the Nintendo 64 original, don't play this port. If you are looking for a cheap, and I mean seriously cheap, PS1 platformer with some performance and presentation issues, then I would say go for it. But don't spend a lot of money here.